Good evening, viewers. Tonight, once again, we turn our focus to COVID. COVID that is very much there around all of us. As a reminder that we must continue to follow social distancing and wear the mask. And tonight, I make an appeal to people, especially in Maharashtra, which is seeing record cases every day, to stop with this laxity, to stop assuming that the battle against COVID is for the other person and not for you. The state has recorded 43,000 cases in the last 24 hours. In the last 1 week, if you take a look at the number of cases, we've not gone down below 35,000 on an average per day. The cases continue to go up to 43,000. Pune is a disaster zone right now. It's a disaster zone. There is no other way to describe the alarming rise in cases in that city. And unfortunately, rather than proactively bringing in decisions, stepping up testing, stepping up surveillance, stepping up on penalizing people who break norms, the government is now looking at the most obvious option, a partial lockdown. So there are major curbs on the commercial activities in the city of Pune. A 12-hour curfew starting 6 a.m. tomorrow for this entire week. Every day there will be a 12-hour curfew. In the night, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Through the day, religious places, hotels, bars, shopping malls, all of these will remain shut. Malls, movie theaters, everything shut for the next 7 days. This is no more about smaller zones and containment zones in smaller towns going into a partial lockdown. This is now a serious problem. In Pune, only home delivery of food and medicines and essential services will be allowed essentially. Now, anytime now, in just about 30 minutes from now, the Maharashtra Chief Minister is set to address the state. This was the announcement made by the Chief Minister's office this morning at 8:30. All evening, he's been holding meetings, review meetings. In fact, the last couple of days, there have been a series of huddles with the center and internally with the state. Even the Mumbai mayor has repeatedly now indicated of tougher restrictions for the city of Mumbai. Now, why are we here, viewers? We are here because we chose to ignore the alarms. We are here because we chose to ignore the warnings. And we are here because even now, we refuse to change. Visuals on your screens will show. From the common man to the netas, from markets to weddings, people are going about their lives as if coronavirus is gone. And so I ask this question, that if we continue with this behavior, is lockdown partial or full inevitable for more and more cities in our country, especially in Maharashtra? Let's say good evening to Dr. Shashank Joshi, Dean, Indian College of Physicians at Leelavati, member of the COVID-19 Task Force. Dr. Subhash Salunke, Senior Advisor for Public Health Foundation of India, member of the Task Force as well. Rajiv Pandey of the BJP and Clyde Crasto, spokesperson for the NCP, joining me this evening. Let me actually start off with Dr. Salunke and ask him, Dr. Salunke, is this the right strategy going forward, partial lockdowns in one after the other district?
I think as you have initially stated, this is absolutely, a doing of our own. We have invited, and now after deliberations of literally hours and days earlier, I feel there is no alternative. Right now in city like Pune, where community transmission has already taken place, where nearly 8,000 and we are expecting in a day or two to reach the figure of 9,000, active cases likely to be detected. But also please note, when you say 9,000 cases, this is tip of the iceberg. That means practically 25 times of these 8,000 are the positive people who are in Pune city. So where is the question of now containment zone and contact tracing and conducting all these activities? Because when you have literally 250,000 people coming positive every day, I mean, cumulatively, then what is this? I mean, are we now talking about the measures which are in a traditional way of looking at it, or emergency measure? What we are now suggesting, and I'm part of the team which attended these meetings, that we have now not only in Pune, but in Maharashtra's 8 or 9 cities and districts, we have no alternative but to put restrictive measures. There is no choice, absolutely no choice. People themselves have asked for this particular problem. Even today, look at the way what happened today in Satara district. Thousands and thousands of people are gathering together. Hundreds and hundreds of people are attending marriages. What is this? Is this a responsible behavior? Why do you blame government? Why do you blame administration? If you are going to misbehave with yourself, if you are going to insult the virus and invite that virus to infect you, whom are you blaming? I'm absolutely sorry. I'm no more a part of the government. I'm no more a part of the administration in a formal capacity. I'm a free citizen and I'm a public health expert. I can guarantee you, if we do not undertake this unpleasant activity at this juncture, in next 8-10 days, things will be much worse than what we have today. So let us accept that this bitter pill is absolutely must, no alternative. I'm sorry, but I'm being a little blunter.
Yes, no, you're extremely right there. And people have to also take responsibility. But when they don't, can the government, Clyde, sit back and wait for things to turn disastrous and then shut the place down? Is that the only way?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Who says
The government is not.
Dr. Salunke, let me take that question across to NCP. Yes, Clyde Crasto.
Yeah, Tanvi, absolutely not. I mean, the government is not sitting back and watching. Government is proactive. It's been working. Like, you raised quite a few questions that earlier when in your opening lines that you said. I'll tell you something. We have tried everything. The fines have been placed. Fines have been increased. People were still, not following the norms. So the point here is we have been proactive. I remember doing a lot of debates throughout the year with you, and you kept asking me, Clyde, when are the testing numbers going to go up? The testing numbers are going up throughout the state. In Mumbai itself, we had like almost 48,000 tests that have been conducted. So the more the testing, the more you'll know what the positive or negative cases that are coming up. So the government has been proactive. Every step by step, like Dr. Salunke. I mean, he just put it plain bluntly, and I'm happy that he put it plain bluntly, because at some point, what do? If the people are not going to listen, your channel has been reporters across channels have been showing how people are not listening, and they don't mind paying a fine. So, I mean, how much can you keep paying fines? So at some point, you have to, step it up, take stricter measures, put the onus on the people, and start working. My thing is, I'm not completely blaming them. Let me tell you, these are the same people who followed all the norms a little while ago. And look, the cases went down to about 350 in Mumbai and about 3,000 in Maharashtra. And the same people who are not listening now, the cases are going like to 8,000, more than 43,000, 46,000. That's what the cases are going. So I think the government is doing its job. It's doing its job to the best of its ability. Yes, there are little loopholes here, there. We are working every day on it, but this cannot be done without the support of the people. The people are our foundation. The people are our support system. I request through your channel, like you've been requesting everybody, is to support us. Support us. We'll fight this together. And the government does not want to put in any like a mini lockdown or little lockdown, whatever you call it, or restrictions on anybody. We are not happy doing that. But at some point, if people are not going to listen, then we have to do it. So because of a section of the people who are not listening, the larger section of the people are going to end up suffering.
Okay.
So we have to do this together and listen to what the norms are.
Well, people have to listen and people have to follow the norms, Rajiv Pandey. This government isn't sitting back and waiting for things to go out of control. Do you believe the Maharashtra government has been on point in their battle against COVID in the last 2 months?
Tanvi, we had a show, I think, 20 days back in which Clyde Saab was with us. You, me, and Clyde was there. Whatever he has stated today, he said the same thing on that day.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they
got
were
the Times
waiting
of
this
India for you
disaster
today.
to happen. Listen, can I just say, sir?
Yeah,
This
sorry,
disaster,
Rajiv,
you
you're my
know,
friend.
on
Sorry.
that day, sorry, sir. So what happened when it started increasing from 3,000 to 4,000, 5,000? I think in that time, around 7 to 8,000 per day in Maharashtra, the COVID infections numbers were coming. They said the same thing. The issue is they were waiting to disaster to happen. That is my view. What he's saying in Mumbai, 48,000 testing is being done. I completely agree with Dr. Saab before Clyde Saab that people have to be very responsible. COVID appropriate behavior is must. But finally, the government has also to take care of the situation. You have seen during, I think, November, around 7,000 per day numbers were coming from Delhi. How central government under the leadership of Amit Shah ji took control of the situation and it went down to 100, less than 100. There also again it is rising. So what I am trying to say that government, what steps you are taking today, it is emergency steps. And if it is required, I am not saying that you cannot take emergency steps because lockdown or mini lockdown or these kind of things have economic consequences. The people will face bigger problems. But if it is required, finally the doctors, the people who are in charge of all these things, they will have to advise. But I personally feel that Maharashtra government, MVA government, was waiting for this to happen. That's my submission. Because the reason is their action was, very half-hearted. They were saying, they were coming on, okay, you do that. Today, if you see in Mumbai, just I want to say one more line, Tanvi. Today in Mumbai, I traveled I was driving, I was in my car alone. A lot of people are searching people that whether you are wearing mask or not. But the same kind of action was not taken 2 months back.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, today if you
Tanvi.
roam in Mumbai, you will find that government machinery.
No,
Mumbai
I'm sorry.
police,
Even today, here is my problem with the action that is being taken. It's misguided and completely in the wrong direction. You are chasing people, families, sitting in cars, private cars, driving around at every signal. You're pouncing on them to give them to fine them for not wearing masks, which is fine. If it's a rule, everybody must follow it. There is nobody visible in the markets. Nobody at all visible in the markets, at the weddings. What do you say about the Aurangabad Neta who celebrated with a crowd when the Aurangabad curfew announcement was taken back? Clyde, there is a difference of priority here. You are announcing a 5 rupee entry fee to the market, thinking कि 5 रुपए किसी को market में घुसने के लिए देना पड़ेगा नासिक में, तो वो market आना बंद हो जाएगा. What kind of a policy is that?
Tanvi, first of all, you spoke about sitting in the car. If you're in the norm is, the rule is, if you're sitting in your private car and you're driving, you don't need to wear a mask. That and you were also spoken about it on your channel before. So there's no rule that you have to wear a mask when you're in the car. If you are outside the car, you need to wear a mask. If you're in a private vehicle, you do not. If you're in a commercial vehicle, all have to wear mask. That is for a fact. You can check it out. Also, right, I think Rajiv Pandey just mentioned that 2 months ago the government was not serious. We have been putting fines 2 months ago also. This was as serious. You come out with me. The field marshals are already there. The BMC marshals are already there. They are finding people. There are videos where people are opposing these marshals. People are fighting with this marshal. There are visuals of ladies who are fighting with lady marshals and telling them, how can you find me? So all these visuals are there out in the public domain. Nobody's hiding it. And today in the world of social media and media is so active, you cannot hide anything. It's out there in the open. And Rajiv Pandey said that I spoke about this 2 months back. You tell me, are the people still listening? And we have been active, proactive, step by step measures have been taken. And they have gone from, mildly strict to stricter and stricter. And at 8:30, the CM is going to announce.
Just give me
we have
30
to look
seconds.
at it that way.
Okay, I must. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I must go across to Dr. Shashank Joshi. Dr. Shashank Joshi.
Can you just give me 30 seconds?
No. I will come back to you. Please allow me to go to the fourth panelist as well. Dr. Shashank Joshi, it's not an easy task. Everybody knows that. But we also could see the second wave coming. Now, did we do everything that was in our control at that point of time? And are we staring at more lockdowns if people don't start following rules now?
First thing is that I don't think this word lockdown has become a taboo, and it has created a mindset or a fear consequence. So I think the problem is with both. I think people, administration, as well as the frontline force, whether it is police force, whether it is BMC or the governmental machinery or the healthcare workers. I think a large amount of fatigue has set in there. And, we are overwhelmed. So could we have done something proactively to contain? Even now, is it too late to contain? See, what is happening currently is that when you test too much, you are getting a good 80% asymptomatic cases. They need to sit quietly at home quarantined, which they don't. That's the first problem. And we are not able to police them appropriately. Even if you go to any building in Mumbai, and most of them are now in better socioeconomic strata, they are not being policed adequately inside those buildings. If you are able to lock them well, they will not go out, they will not spread the disease, number one. Number two is that if they are mild cases, they can be managed at home alone. Only moderate and severe cases need to go to the hospital to get treatment. You know that only 5% of the cases need adequate treatment and management. But right now what is happening is everybody is rushing for a bed. And because of that, there are no beds available in the private sector. Public sector, still there are beds available. On the dashboard, enough 2,000 extra beds have been added. Thirdly, right now our testing capacity has gone to the maximum. We can't test more than that. So people have to wait for 2 days for testing. They have to wait for 2 days to get the result, another 2 days to get into a bed. In that, the serious patients may suffer. And that is something which we need to prevent. So only symptomatic cases need to be there. Asymptomatic contacts which are traced, they need to sit at home and not spread the disease. So I think the main thing is we need an excellent, information, education and counseling. And we need to tell people Corona is still here. We need to be appropriate. And I completely agree with you that there has to be zero tolerance where it matters, whether it is a wedding place, social gathering, a marketplace, any crowded environment, we should have zero tolerance. Masking is just one set. But if you are going to crowd and unmask whenever you eat or whenever there's an unmasking situation, we need to have zero tolerance. So what is likely to happen is the word lockdown may not be used, but there will be restrictions which will be put. And I think they should be put. But I think the point is everybody is now more concerned about economy and their health priorities have really gone down. And that is why we have seen this explosion. Waves have occurred everywhere. You see, when the second wave occurred in United Kingdom, they went for a more stringent lockdown. But nobody said a word that time. But right now, the word lockdown is uttered, there is absolutely everybody pounces on it as if it is going to be an economic disaster. I think rather than using that word lockdown, we need to, as Dr. Salunke said, put some appropriate restrictions in place with zero tolerance and appropriate policing. I think if that is done, I think we can still contain it. It's still not too late. I still feel the wave will come, wave will go. We might have a third wave. Korea has had 3 waves, but all the 3 waves they were able to contain by good public health strategies. Right now, we have gone beyond that. We are not just able to...
So let me just ask you this, Dr. Joshi. And now, obviously, I don't want to compare it to last year because last year nobody had an option. Everybody was at home in the summertime and that was the rule. But then we did open up and by, September, we were pretty much, everything had been opened. September, October, November were the festival, days when we did see a lot of crowding, people finally getting out, wanting to travel, wanting to shop. We are now beating the numbers from that time. We have now surpassed a lot of those statistics. Why is that happening this time around?
That is because the second wave is always more deadlier than the first wave, but the virulence is less, the death rate is less, and it's a faster spreading strain. It's not, whether it's a novel strain or not, we don't know. That people will decide later on, the genomic scientists. But clearly it's a faster spread. We need to contain where there are cases, and we need to declutter all the crowded environments. As simple as that.
Okay, Dr. Salunke, would you like to, Subhash Salunke, would you like to add to this? Because the question here is the onus then totally on the people?
No,
I think before, putting everything on people, let us try and understand. See, the virus is a dynamic kind of an element and there are changes that are occurring. These changes are going to be definitely a part of the natural history or natural cycle of any viral outbreaks, particularly when we are talking about the pandemic. So we are in that particular stage. As Shashank has very correctly stated, that, it's not India is the first country which is facing the second wave. Other countries have faced it. They are facing right now. These are the countries which are putting restrictive measures much stronger than what we are discussing right now. And people accept it because this is a need of an hour. Agreed, there is bound to be repercussions economically, and that is absolutely something which nobody wants, but it is imperative for us to accept that this is going to have some negativity. But also please try and understand, if we do not do it at this juncture, see, community transmission has taken place. Government of India, some people wiser there say, no, don't talk about community transmission. It is already there. What are we talking about it? Now we are saying four-pronged attack. One is obviously ensure that people do not come together unnecessarily. And there are a lot of opportunities for people which are unnecessarily they come out. Let us stop that. That is first and foremost. Number two, let us take care of the infected ones. Those who require to be treated in the hospital, we must ensure that adequate number of beds, particularly oxygenated and ventilated beds, are needed to be made available. Like in Pune, we have planned that even if there is going to be, say, about 9,000 cases per day in next few days, we should be able to take care of this. So mortality is reduced. See, today in India, in Maharashtra, in Pune, it is not the number per se which worries us. It is the consequences of these numbers. In spite of the fact that this is comparatively high transmissibility is now hallmark of this particular change or whatever mutation is taking place. Nobody, and this is another beauty of our country. We are not even after 1 month in indicating clearly what is the percentage of the virus that we are seeing in Pune or in Mumbai, which is mutated one. I mean, is this not something which should have been done emphatically earlier? We have not done it. But now we are all presuming that it is 5%, 10%, 20%. Irrespective whether it is 20 or 25%, the measures of prevention are same. So it makes little difference as far as the operational part is concerned. So they taking care of the people who are infected, ensuring that minimum number of people die. And the fourth one is those who are at home, they must ensure to protect themselves and their families and neighborhood. And that is where I think the measures that are adopted by Mumbai Municipal Corporation or even Pune now are the one which are needed. And the only last point that I want to make, our colleague, I think from BJP said, why we did not act 2 months back, 3 months back. Nobody was anticipating this is what is going to happen. All the wonderful fellows, right from Delhi to Pune to Mumbai, everywhere thinking, khatam ho gaya, ab kuch nahi hai.
But Dr. Salunke, I don't know if we can really say that nobody was anticipating. There have been reports, well-researched reports that bases, data that projected a second wave that will hit us in February and March. From February, when the numbers began to go up, since mid-February, Mirror Now itself has been talking about the numbers, change in the scenario, the fact that the virus is spreading faster.
I was in Amravati.
I said there was a
when I came from Amravati, that time I had made this particular statement and I spoke to Honorable Deputy CM and also colleagues in the task force that we are heading for trouble because we are taking it very, very lightly. This is the fact. But in spite of the fact, people who were decision makers in Delhi and also everywhere else, they were thinking that, well, we will not be able to really have such a serious kind of a second wave.
I know you're saying Delhi right now, and I assume you mean the central government, but the central government doesn't have to do anything. It's the state's responsibility now. They've given the power to the states. The minute they step in, then we start crying about the fact that it is the state's responsibility. Let the state handle it. Yes, Clyde Crasto.
Central government has a role, Please note, central government plays a very important role.
Madam, Clyde Crasto.
We need to have a sufficient quantity of vaccine for Maharashtra and freedom to vaccinate people. Yes. Why we are not?
Dr. Salunke, we'll come to vaccination in just a bit. Let Clyde make his point. Yes.
Tanvi, the center has a big role to play. I will give you a very simple example. The state government has been asking the central government for allowing us to do door-to-door vaccination.
The central government says they have no such request from you. I don't know where the
Well,
state
it's all-
government has sent that letter.
No, so you want the letter also?
I
The
have it
request
on
letter not to be
record
sent to you?
in a news conference
No, so-
where a question
so-
was
so-
asked
no, no.
to the
No,
central
you-
government, and the central government said we have no request for door-to-door vaccination.
So you believe what the central government is saying, but you don't want to believe what the state government is saying. Fair enough, it's your prerogative. But I'm telling you very categorically and clearly, the state government has been asking the central government to allow us to do door-to-door vaccination. We have more than 1.5 lakh bedridden senior citizens whom we can go and give
But that's
door-to-door
for
vaccination.
bedridden senior
That-
citizens, Clyde. That's not what we are talking about right now. What about the thousands of people, youngsters, who have to go out and work every day to earn a livelihood?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't allow me to finish. Can you allow me to finish, Tanvi, please? I'm coming to that. I am telling you about one point of, you said the central government has no say and the state has a say. So this is one of the points. Let me tell you, we have requested the central government for 35 lakh doses per week. We are going to step up vaccination even further. Maharashtra yesterday was on the top. We did 3 lakh vaccinations in Maharashtra, 55,000 vaccinations in Mumbai city itself. We have more than 3,295 centers in Maharashtra for vaccination. We are stepping it up. And unless and until the central government supports us, we cannot take this further. That's the fact. I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about the other things. The above 45 people have started from yesterday. I took my vaccination yesterday. We are stepping it up. So it's not that just one sector we are looking at. We are looking at everybody. I just gave a reference when you said, no, it's not the center, it's the state.
No,
The
first
center
do
does
your own
pay
bit,
very-
please. First do your own bit. First tell me why we took so long to step up on our testing, to step up on our surveillance, to step up on our contact tracing. Why are we now looking at increasing the healthcare infrastructure and requesting the government to step up on vaccination? Your vaccination numbers, the statistics you've given me for yesterday, are the same as Delhi. Please look at the situation in Mumbai and look at the situation in Delhi. Should we not be doing more?
So we are doing more. No, you don't want to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. That's fair enough. But we are stepping it up step by step. It's going to go further. I'm telling you, 35 lakh doses a week we have requested the central government. And once that comes through, we'll step up even more and more.
Clyde,
If you
the
say there's
simple
no-
point I am making is the answers you're giving to me right now of what you've done is now. We've reached this point now already. You're still playing catch up.
No, Tanvi, you want to go back to starting from the last 6-7 months, just you and me one-on-one? I'm ready to sit and answer
Let's
all your
start from
questions. 6
February.
months,
Why
come on.
6 months? Our numbers were pretty much under control all of January. Let's start from February.
Oh, so
What
you-
did we do? 1 week after we decided
yes.
to open up the train services, the numbers had already begun to spike. What did we do for the next 1 month? Tell me that, please.
Testing went up. Well, those exact numbers if you want, I'll come back in half an hour and give you the exact numbers from February onwards also. Come on, let's do it. I'm ready. From February onwards, I'm ready to sit with you. No problem. I have
Right.
absolutely no problem. We have been stepping, and I have been on your shows. You can say that you know it wasn't there. I have been on your shows. I've given you the stats before also. Right from February, I'm willing to sit with you again. Come on.
But
You say that we
Tanviji,
do not step it up.
this is not only for Maharashtra. Let us not single out Maharashtra. Tanviji, please note, not unique for Maharashtra. You name a state in the country and exactly the same way things were managed, because nationally everyone was saying that, barring, as you have rightly said, some of the people did say that we may be heading for a second wave. But majority of the decision makers, majority of the people at both at Delhi and other and in every state were under the impression that we are out of the woods. This is a ground reality. Why do you only point out about Maharashtra? Maharashtra, Gujarat, you take a Gujarat.
Because
See the
Maharashtra
example of
is having
Gujarat.
to shut down cities now, Dr. Salunke. I agree with you completely.
But
that
madam,
the problem
the
is there. The
states,
problem is
other
there in
states,
Gujarat, in Karnataka, in Delhi, in
Can we
Uttar
correct, I
Pradesh.
mean,
All right.
Maharashtra, we are now in
Maharashtra is the
situation.
one that is having to shut down this because Maharashtra carries 60% of India's cases officially
Tanvi-
as per the numbers. Tomorrow what
Tanvi, can I
happens
come
in
in?
West Bengal and in Tamil
I
Nadu?
hope I'm proved wrong. I hope I'm proved wrong. Please note, within next 2-3 weeks, what is going to happen in northern India? You can't anticipate. The way things are happening in northern India, do you
Can I,
think
Tanvi, can I
virus is
come in?
afraid to go to northern Indian states or Gujarat or Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan? It has already started. Maharashtra is in advanced state, but other states may
Yeah.
follow what is happening in Maharashtra, and they have to prepare. Let us learn from each other. And if they are under the impression that it is Maharashtra is only a state burning and others will not have this particular problem.
No, of
we
course,
will
I
be in fool's
completely agree with
paradise.
you. The reason we are having these conversations is so that the other states can learn from our mistakes and don't repeat the same mistakes.
Exactly.
Rajiv Pandey first, and then we'll go back to Dr. Shashank Joshi. Rajiv Pandey, please.
No, what Salunke Sahab has
Clyde,
is trying to,
1 minute, I'm coming to you. Let him make his point. I'm
Salunke
coming back
Sahab
to you.
has already accepted that when he advised Maharashtra government, they did not take this issue seriously. On your
Nobody
show
took
only,
it, sir.
when-
Nobody
No,
took
sir,
it.
can I-
Who has taken in
Salunke
central
Sahab,
level?
You are a very senior person. Can I just make my submission only 30 seconds more? So what I'm trying to say, so Salunke Sahab has stated so no, there is no need to add. What I'm trying to say, you raised a very valid question as far as the vaccination drive is concerned. You know, all governments, even Maharashtra government is also trying to improve. Central government is also trying that it should be done as quickly as possible. But one major point which you raised, Tanvi, which went out of the discussion, that even in Mumbai city, as you have rightly stated, that they are trying to catch people sitting in the car. But if you go into the area, today I traveled at least 3 areas, and I found nobody. This is fully crowded. It is showing on your channel also. And in some areas, there are nowhere lockdown when even whole India under lockdown was there. And whatever Salunke Sahab is saying, you know, 24 crores, 23 crores population is in UP, sir. Last time also there was an upward curve. So what last time also I requested that the MBA government should send some people to take training under Yogi Adityanath ji how to handle COVID. You know, death rate is different, number is different. 60% you are contributing right now in the numbers, and in death I think more than that. So we will have to discuss that. If tomorrow it comes from UP, certainly we will discuss that, sir.
The point
When
is,
Bihar election took place,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, Maharashtra is one of the very, very most important state. It is
Yeah.
economic powerhouse.
yeah.
And there you last time also you were on top for everything. When the first COVID surge taken place, again in the second wave also you are on top. So you have habit to become on top. You as well as when Kerala
That-
model was discussed.
Okay.
Kerala model
Okay,
was
now
discussed.
Rajiv Pandey, now don't derail this conversation. Don't derail this conversation. Let's stick to what we are talking about it right now. Clyde Crasto can respond to you. Yes.
Yeah, Tanvi, see, I mean, last few minutes, there's so much of, you're like putting Maharashtra down as if like nothing has happened. Let me tell you something. I mean, are there no
Nobody's
night
putting down
curfews in
Maharashtra.
Gujarat? Arey Baba, Rajiv
Nobody's putting
Bhaiya.
down, sir, please.
Did I talk when you were talking? I mean, you are not putting down, but all the insinuations that I've heard in the last 10 minutes, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand what you're trying to say. So let's just leave it to that. I didn't disturb you while you were talking.
I'm saying government is inefficient. Government is
No,
inefficient.
You
I'm
will
saying this.
keep saying. No, you keep saying. I mean, what else can you say? You have nothing else to say. You have no solutions. You have no help. You only have this to say. So let's not get one-on-one.
Okay. Please don't waste. Yes, let's not waste time with this, Tutu Meme. Let's get to the point. Yes, Clyde, what is it that you are saying?
No, my point here is very simple. You are saying that, learn from Maharashtra's mistakes. I mean, what mistakes are you talking about all the time? Mistakes. Yes, there are Gujarat. There's night curfew in Gujarat. You didn't mention about night curfew in Gujarat. The Dharavi pattern. The World Health Organization spoke about the Dharavi pattern, how people were able to put COVID down there in Dharavi. So Maharashtras have a lot of positives. We are working hard towards this step by step. And I'm telling you again, I want to repeat it. You want to sit and talk from February onwards, me and you one-on-one, I'm ready. You want to talk last 6 months, last 1 year, what Maharashtra has been doing, I'm ready to sit and talk. Maharashtra has been working step by step to do whatever. I mean, these are the same people when there was lockdown, no, why is everything shut, open it up. Then you said, oh, you opened without just listening to BJP. No, we spoke to the experts like Dr. Salunke is sitting here. There are people like that who have been guiding us also. So we've tried to step by step bring everything to normalcy. But this COVID has been surging. Mumbai,
Clyde,
Maharashtra.
I will get back to the points that you've raised, and I will tell you where the policies have gone wrong or could have been on a timely basis. Experts themselves tell you that the benefit of night curfew is bare minimum. But before that, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray is addressing the state. Let's cut across and listen to him.
म्हणून मी आज आपल्याशी संवाद साधतोय. कसा काढायचा आहे मार्ग काढण्यासाठी म्हणून मी आज आपल्याशी संवाद साधतोय. सर्वांना या गोष्टीची कल्पना आहे की आता जवळपास 1 वर्ष झालं आपण एका विचित्र विषाणूबरोबर लढतो आहोत. आणि याही गोष्टीची आठवण आपल्याला असेल की हेच ते दिवस होते. मार्च महिन्यामध्ये पहिला प्रथम कोविडने आपल्या महाराष्ट्रामध्ये शिरकाव केला आणि हा म्हणता एखाद्या मायावी राक्षसासारखा त्यांनी महाराष्ट्रच नव्हे तर देश व्यापून टाकला. मधल्या काळामध्ये आपण सर्वजण मिळून या व्हायरसला रोखण्यामध्ये नक्कीच यशस्वी झालो होतो, नक्कीच झालो होतो, त्याच्याबद्दल काही वादच नाहीये. पण हे युद्ध आपण सगळ्यांनी मिळून एकत्र हातात हात घालून लढलो म्हणून ती परिस्थिती निर्माण झाली होती. साधारणतः कालच्या जानेवारी फेब्रुवारीपर्यंत आपल्याला असं वाटत होतं की आता झालं, संपलं. ये कोरोना कोरोना क्या है, क्या चीज है कोरोना, कोविड क्या है.
February, we thought that we had overcome this battle. We thought that we were past COVID and we perhaps let our guard down.
याही वर्षी तोच काळ आला, मार्च. अर्थसंकल्पीय अधिवेशन नुकतंच गेल्या महिन्यात पार पाडलं आणि आपल्याला सर्वांना कल्पना आहे की लॉकडाऊनच्या पार्श्वभूमीवरती आर्थिक परिस्थिती ही संपूर्ण जगाचीच दोलायमान झालेली आहे आणि त्या परिस्थितीचा विचार करून महाराष्ट्र पुढे नेण्यासाठी एक अत्यंत चांगला अर्थसंकल्प आपल्या माननीय उपमुख्यमंत्र्यांनी, अर्थमंत्र्यांनी, अजितदादांनी मांडला. आपल्या सरकारचा तो अर्थसंकल्प महाराष्ट्र पुढे नेणारा, संकटातही महाराष्ट्र थांबला नाही, थांबणार नाही हे करून दाखवणारा तो अर्थसंकल्प आपण मांडला. आणि त्याच्यानंतर जे जे काय झालं, म्हणजे काल परवाकडे होळी, धुलीवंदन सगळं पार पडलं, पण तिथपासूनच आपल्या राज्यात शिमग्याला सुरुवात झाली. असो, त्या शिमग्याबद्दल मी काय बोलणार नाही, त्याला सुद्धा मी जेव्हा उत्तर द्यायचं तेव्हा मी जरूर देईन. तो विषय आजचा नाही आहे. आजचा विषय आहे तो कोरोनाची परिस्थिती ही नेमकी काय, आपण काय करणार आहोत. मध्ये मध्ये मी आपल्याला सातत्याने सांगत आलेलो आहे की जर ही परिस्थिती अशीच राहिली तर आपल्याला परत एकदा लॉकडाऊन करावं लागेल की काय, अशी एक शक्यता मी बोलून दाखवली होती.
Past said that if we don't follow the rules, if the numbers don't come down, we will have to look at another lockdown.
आवाहन करायचे, विनंती करायची, कारण गेल्या वर्षभरामध्ये माझ्या महाराष्ट्रातील प्रत्येक बांधवांनी, भगिनीने आणि मातांनी जे मी सांगत आलो ते अत्यंत आपुलकीने ऐकून घेतलं आणि त्याच्याप्रमाणे ते वागले. तुम्ही सगळे वागलात. यात सर्व धार्मिक नेते आले, सर्व धर्मीय आले, सर्व राजकीय पक्ष आले, त्यांचे कार्यकर्ते आले. आता काय झाले थोडंसं की मधला काळ जो आला त्या काळामध्ये आपण थोडे शिथिल झालो. आपण शस्त्र टाकली की काय अशी एक साधारणतः परिस्थिती निर्माण झाली. लग्न समारंभ थाटामाटात सुरू झाले, इतर पार्ट्या सुरू झाल्या, राजकीय मोर्चे, निदर्शनं, आंदोलनं, सगळं काही.
We've had political rallies, political protests. We've even had parties going on.
मी सांगत होतो की थोडा धीर धरा. पुन्हा एकदा मार्च एप्रिल एंड पर्यंत आपल्याला थोडासा एक संयम बाळगावा लागेल.
Once again to be careful at least till the end of April and maintain COVID protocols.
विषयातले जे तज्ञ आहेत त्यांनी जी व्यक्त केली होती ती खरी ठरली. मार्चच्या आधीपासूनच आपल्या राज्यामध्ये पुन्हा एकदा कोरोना मोठ्या राक्षसापेक्षा, म्हणजे गेला राक्षस होता त्याच्या डबल, टिबल, दुप्पट, तिपटीने अकराळ विकराळ रूप धारण करून आलेलं आहे. त्याच्यामध्येच विषाणूचा नवा अवतार, म्हणजे हे पण नवल आहे. आत्तापर्यंत आपण आपले विष्णूचे अवतार ऐकले होते, ज्याचे आपण पूजन करतो. ज्या ज्या वेळेला संकट आली त्या वेळेला भगवान विष्णूंनी वेगवेगळे अवतार घेतले आणि आपल्याला वाचवलं. पण हा विषाणू जो आहे तो वेगवेगळे अवतार धारण करून आपल्याला संकटात टाकतोय आणि आपली परीक्षा बघतोय. पुन्हा एकदा तीच गरज आहे. आपल्याला सर्वांना धैर्याने, सगळं धैर्य एकवटून लढण्याची गरज आहे. लॉकडाऊन करणार का?
Once again fight corona together.
अजूनही मी उत्तर देत नाही, पण साधारणतः आत्ताची परिस्थिती काय आहे ह्याची कल्पना आपल्याला देण्याची मला पुन्हा एकदा गरज वाटते.
Say anything about a lockdown now, but I think everybody should know about the current situation.
आपल्याला पूर्ण माहिती आहे आपल्या राज्यामध्ये फक्त 2च ह्या विषाणूंची चाचणी जिथे होऊ शकते अशा प्रयोगशाळा होत्या. एक मुंबईमध्ये कस्तुरबा आणि दुसरी पुण्याला NIVची. आज त्या दोनाच्या जवळपास आपण 500 पर्यंत चाचण्या करणाऱ्या संस्था किंबहुना लॅब्स तयार केलेल्या आहेत. मुंबईमध्ये सुद्धा आपण
had just 2 testing labs, but now the numbers of those labs have gone up.
करतो आहोत. गेल्या काही दिवसात म्हणजे मला जी माहिती सगळी माझ्याकडे आलेली आहे त्याच्यात महाराष्ट्रामध्ये जी आपली क्षमता होती 75,000 चाचण्या दर दिवशी करण्याची, ती आपण वाढवून जवळपास 1,82,000 पर्यंत नेलेली आहे. 1,82,000 75,000 ते 1,82,000 इथपर्यंत आज आपण रोजच्या चाचण्या करतो. येत्या काही दिवसात ही संख्या आपल्याला 2.5 लाखावर न्यायची आहे. 2.5 लाख चाचण्या दर दिवशी महाराष्ट्रामध्ये लवकरात लवकर आपण करणार आहोत. आणि याही चाचण्या ते रॅपिड अँटीजेननी नाही, तर त्याचं जे प्रमाण आहे, केंद्राची जी काय मार्गदर्शक तत्व आहेत की साधारणतः 70% चाचण्या ह्या RT-PCR ह्या पद्धतीने झाल्या पाहिजेत. आता माझ्यापेक्षा सर्वांनाच माहिती झालेलं नेमकं RT-PCR म्हणजे काय, रॅट म्हणजे रॅपिड अँटीजेन टेस्ट म्हणजे काय. RT-PCR मध्ये अचूकताही अधिक असते, अधिक चांगली असते. म्हणून आपलाही आणि केंद्राचाही आग्रह तोच आहे की जेवढ्या चाचण्या आपण करतो त्याच्यात किमान 70% चाचण्या ह्या RT-PCR असायलाच पाहिजेत. आणि त्याच पद्धतीने आपला महाराष्ट्र जेव्हा 75,000च्या आसपास चाचण्या करत होता त्याही वेळा तेव्हा त्याच टक्क्यात RT-PCR करत होता.
Says that 70% of the tests have to be RT-PCR, and we are adhering to these guidelines.
झाल्यानंतर 3 लाख झाल्यानंतर सुद्धा
The state has increased the number of testing dramatically over the past few months, and we are now adhering to the central guidelines of 70% of RT-PCR testing.
अजिबात करत नाही आहोत आणि करणार नाही. एक तर पहिली गोष्ट अशी आहे की काहीही आपण लपवत नाही आणि लपवणार नाही. एक सुद्धा रुग्ण
Maharashtra government is not hiding any data, and we have no intention of hiding any data. We're not compromising on testing, and we are very upfront about all the data that we have.
जरी धक्कादायक वाटत असली तरी आपण सत्य काय आहे हे लोकांसमोर अगदी जसंच्या तसं ठेवतो आहोत.
We're putting the facts in front of all the people. We're not hiding anything.
बिहारमध्ये निवडणुका झाल्या, बंगालमध्ये चालू आहेत, आणखीन इकडे झालं, आणखीन तिकडे झालं, मग तिकडे वाढ नाही, तुमच्याकडे का? मला त्याच्याबद्दल बोलायचं नाहीये.
I don't want to answer this question about why is it that it's not increasing in Bihar, it's not increasing in West Bengal, why only Maharashtra? I do not want to get into this.
ती जबाबदारी मी आधीच बोललेलो आहे की मला कोणी विलन ठरवला तरी देखील मी ती पार पाडणारच, ते माझं कर्तव्य आहे. म्हणून
I don't mind if I'm labeled a villain, but I will not be scared, I will not cower down, I will take decisions that have to be taken, even if that means I'm branded a villain.
कोविड येण्याच्या आधी जेवढे काही बेड संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्रामध्ये होते त्याची संख्या काही हजारामध्ये होती, म्हणजे 10,000 सुद्धा नसेल कदाचित. कारण आधी आपण कधी कल्पनाच केली नव्हती की असं काहीतरी आकस्मिक संकट येईल आणि आपली त्रेधा तिरपीट उडेल. गेला मार्च महिन्यात तुम्हाला आठवतोय बेड्स मिळत नव्हते, हॉस्पिटल्स मिळत नव्हते, उपचार मिळत नव्हते. मग सगळे हॉस्पिटल्स ओव्हरफ्लो व्हायला लागली होती, ॲम्ब्युलन्स मिळत नव्हते. ह्या सगळ्या
The situation was extremely dire. There were hardly any beds available. Ambulances were overbooked. There were plenty of patients in the hospital.
पहिलं कदाचित एकमेव राज्य असेल की ज्याने अगदी फील्ड हॉस्पिटल्स उभारली लष्कराच्या धर्तीवरती. जसं लष्कर काम करतं तसं आपल्या महाराष्ट्राच्या यंत्रणेने काम केलं, आजही करते. जम्बो कोविड केअर सेंटर्स उभारली आणि काही हजारात म्हणजे 8-10 ज्या काही रुग्णशय्या होत्या त्याची संख्या आपण जवळपास 4.25 लाखापर्यंत नेली, सगळ्या काही मिळून. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये इतर कोविड शिवाय असलेले बेड्स, ऑक्सिजन बेड्स, ICU बेड्स,
We ramped up our health infrastructure over the past few months from having very few beds available. We have now increased the number of beds. We were in fact the first state to develop fast health. We were one of the earliest states to develop fastest health infrastructure, including the number of beds and COVID jumbo centers.
आरोग्य सुविधा वाढवण्यासाठी आहे. मग आता एवढीही रुग्णशय्या वाढवल्यानंतरही मी परत तुमच्याशी का काळजीने बोलतोय ह्याचं कारण आजचं चित्र मी तुम्हाला सांगतोय. पहिली गोष्ट अशी की साधारणतः रुग्ण वाढ ही किती होते, किती झपाट्याने होते त्याची थोडीशी मी तुम्हाला कल्पना देतो. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की जानेवारीच्या शेवटाला आणि फेब्रुवारीच्या सुरुवातीला फक्त मुंबईपुरतं बोलायचं झालं तर मुंबईमध्ये 300-350 रुग्ण हे दर दिवशी आपल्याला सापडत होते.
Towards the end of
आज ती
January and the
संख्या
start of February, the
8,500
average number of
होती गेली
cases
एका
were about
महिन्याच्या
3,000 in Mumbai.
ही फक्त मुंबईची परिस्थिती आहे. महाराष्ट्राची परिस्थिती बघितली तर 17 सप्टेंबर 2020 म्हणजे तेव्हा जरा सगळं जास्त होतं, तेव्हा 3 लाख सक्रिय रुग्ण होते. 1 एप्रिलला आणखीन त्याच्यामध्ये भर पडलेली आहे. 17 सप्टेंबरला साधारणतः 31,000 मृत्यू झाले होते, 31,351. आता 54,900च्या आसपास झालेले आहेत. त्यावेळेला एका दिवशी आढळलेले रुग्ण हे
Well, the chief minister giving a comparison between figures of September 2020 and the current status in Maharashtra.
साधारणतः 43,183 रुग्ण आढळलेले आहेत. आज 2 तारीख. आज कदाचित 45,000चा आकडा आपण गाठू किंवा पार करू. कोणत्या दिशेने चाललेलो होतो आपण बघा. आणि याच वेगाने जर का ही रुग्णवाढ होत राहिली तर मी जे तुम्हाला सांगितलं त्याच्यात मी बेड्सची तुम्हाला कल्पना देतो. साधारणतः विलगीकरणच्या ज्या बेड्स आहेत त्या 2,20,000 आहेत महाराष्ट्रामध्ये. आत्ताच त्या 1,37,549 भरलेले आहेत, म्हणजे 62% हे बेड्स भरले गेलेत. आयसीयूचे बेड्स हे 20,519 आहेत, ते जवळपास 48% आज भरलेले आहेत. ऑक्सिजनचे बेड्स आहेत ते सुद्धा 62,000च्या आसपास आहेत, ते 25%च्या आसपास आज भरलेले आहेत.
60% of the beds in the state are filled. The chief minister is giving a current status of the available health infrastructure in light of this recent COVID spike, giving the numbers of beds that are currently available in the state.
की ही परिस्थिती अशीच राहिली तर आणखीन 15-20 दिवसामध्ये आपल्याला ह्या सगळ्या सुविधा ज्या आहेत त्या अपुऱ्या पडायला लागतील. मग काही जण म्हणतील सुविधा वाढवत का नाही? वाढवतो ना. मी आदेश दिलेले आहेत.
If the situation continues for the next 15 days like this, our health infrastructure will be overburdened. A lot of people are saying, why aren't you increasing that health infrastructure? Well, we're doing that as well, but if the cases continue to rise, it will put a huge burden on the health infrastructure.
परंतु बेड्स वाढले, व्हेंटिलेटर्स वाढले, आयसीयूचे बेड्स वाढले, तरी डॉक्टर्स कसे वाढणार? नर्सेस कशा वाढणार? आरोग्य कर्मचारी कुठून आणायचे? हा विचार फार महत्वाचा आहे आणि इकडेच खरा चिंतेचा विषय आहे.
Even if we ramp up our health infrastructure, what about doctors? Where are we going to get doctors from?
आरोग्य कर्मचारी आहेत, पोलीस आहेत, आशा अंगणवाडी सेविका आहेत, महसूल यंत्रणेचे काही कर्मचारी आहेत. यांच्यापैकी बऱ्याच जणांना कोविडने गाठलेलं आहे. आजारातनं ते बरे झालेले आहेत. साधारणतः या विषाणूचं एक विचित्र वैशिष्ट्य असं आहे की एकदा त्यांनी कोणाला ग्रासलं की बरं झाल्यानंतर सुद्धा काही काळ हा थकवा राहतो, धाप लागते, थकवा येतो, थोडंसं अंगातली सगळी शक्ती गेल्यासारखी वाटते. मग डॉक्टर सांगतात आता तुम्ही निगेटिव्ह झालेला आहात, परंतु आराम करा. पण ही जी यंत्रणा आहे ती यंत्रणा आपल्यासारखीच माणसांची आहेत, आपल्यासारखीच रक्तामासाची हाडाची ही आपली माणसं आहेत, आपलेच बांधव आहेत, आपल्याच भगिनी आहेत. हे डॉक्टर्स असतील सगळेच.
Doctors and healthcare officials also have been suffering. Many of them have also gotten COVID. Many of them have also fallen victim to COVID, and they have also paid the price in this war against COVID.
आपण जी काय आपली यंत्रणा राबते आपल्यासाठी, टेस्टिंग आहे, टेस्टिंग वाढवतोय. पण टेस्टिंग करण्यासाठी घराघरात जाऊन आपल्याच भगिनी आहेत, आपलेच बांधव आहेत. 2-2, 4-4, 5-5 माळ्याच्या इमारती असतील, लिफ्ट नसेल तरी सुद्धा ते चढ उतार करतात रोज न थकता. थकले तरी थांबत नाहीये.
Tribute, in fact, and praising the healthcare officials in the state. He says that we keep being told to test. Well, we are testing. In fact, even we're trying to do door-to-door testing despite a number of physical constraints.
वाढवतोय ना आपण. कालच्या दिवसात तुम्हाला एक, मी अभिमान हा शब्द इकडे वापरणं योग्य ठरणार नाही, पण तुम्हाला समाधान वाटलं पाहिजे की महाराष्ट्र हा देशातला नंबर 1चं राज्य महाराष्ट्र ठरलेलं आहे. कालच्या दिवसात एका दिवशी आपण 3 लाख नागरिकांना लसीकरण केलेलं आहे. 3 लाख एका दिवसात.
Maharashtra is one of the states with the highest number of vaccinations. We've actually vaccinated 3 lakh people in one day itself.
मी धरलेला नाहीये. 65 लाख आपल्या नागरिकांना आपण लसीकरण केलेलं आहे. अजूनही आपल्याला आपण मागणी करतोय, केंद्र आपल्याला देतंय पण पुरवठा वाढवायला पाहिजे आणि पुरवठा वाढवल्यानंतर आपली क्षमता आज जी 3 लाख आहे ती लवकरात लवकर किमान 6 ते 7 लाख दर दिवसाला करण्याची आपली क्षमता आहे.
We do want to expand vaccination. In fact, we've asked the center to provide more vaccines so that we can increase the number of vaccines per day to about 7 to 8 lakhs.
कारण सगळ्याच राज्यांना द्यायचंय, तर ही आपली क्षमता आहे. परंतु होतंय असं की लस घेतल्यानंतर, आता मी सुद्धा 1 डोस घेतलेला आहे लसचा. आपल्याशी बोलताना आजूबाजूला कोण नाही म्हणून आणि म्हणूनच मी मास्क काढून आपल्याशी बोलतोय. पण लस घेतल्यानंतर सुद्धा काही जण कोरोनाने बाधित होत आहेत.
Even after taking the vaccine, a number of people have been tested positive. Even I have taken 1 dose of vaccine, and the only reason that I'm not wearing a mask is because there's nobody around. But you cannot be lax even after getting the vaccine.
त्याच्यात हा मुद्दा मी काढला होता आणि मी बोलताना असं बोललो होतो की आमच्या इथे लसचे 2 डोस घेतल्यानंतर सुद्धा आणि तो मधला कालावधी झाल्यानंतर सुद्धा काही लोकांना संसर्ग झालेला आहे.
There are a few people who have tested positive even after the second dose, which only highlights once more the need to be careful. There is no guarantee that you will not get COVID even after the second dose.
म्हणजेच काय की साधारणतः धुवाधार पावसामध्ये एक छत्री असावी तशी एक ही छत्री आहे, जरूर आहे. पण आता नुसता पाऊस नाहीये, वादळ आहे आणि या वादळामध्ये लस घेणे ही एक साधारणतः आपल्याकडे छत्री आहे, त्यातल्या त्यात कमीत कमी भिजावं म्हणून. आणि लस घेणं, टेस्ट वाढवणं, रोजच्या चाचण्या वाढवणं हा उपाय अजूनही तरी मी मानायला तयार नाही. जेवढ्या आपण चाचण्या वाढवतो आहोत तेवढी रुग्णसंख्या आपल्याला कळते, उपचारासाठी आपण त्याने घेतोय. परंतु रुग्णवाढ थांबवण्यासाठी अजून कोणी उपाय सांगत नाहीये.
Nobody is telling us a solution about how we can stop the spread of the virus. Everyone's giving a lot of advice, but we have expanded testing, we have expanded vaccination, but we're not getting any clear instructions on how to stop the spread.
आजच्या दिवशी आपण 3 लाख नागरिकांना दर दिवशी लस देतोय. काल परवापासून 3 लाख हा आकडा गाठलेला आहे. परत एकदा सांगतो, लसीचा पुरवठा आपल्याला ज्या क्षणी वाढेल तेव्हा ही क्षमता आपण दुपटी तिपटीने वाढू शकू एवढी आपली नाही म्हटलं तरी ताकद आहे, नक्कीच आहे. म्हणजेच काय, एका बाजूला आपली ही यंत्रणा ट्रॅकिंग, ट्रेसिंग, टेस्टिंग ह्याच्यासाठी बिझी आहे, दुसरीकडे उपचारांसाठी बिझी आहे, तिसरीकडे हीच यंत्रणा लसीकरणासाठी सुद्धा व्यस्त आहे. हे सगळं एकत्रित आल्यानंतर त्यांची काय स्थिती होत असेल ह्याचा थोडा आपण
doctors and our health officials are busy with testing, tracking, and not just that, also with the vaccination. So they have also been overburdened by testing, tracking as is being advised.
7 कलमी कार्यक्रम जाहीर केले आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा त्यांनी असं म्हटलेलं आहे की राजकारण नको, जीव महत्वाचा आहे असं राष्ट्राध्यक्षांनी आवाहन केलं आहे. मला असं वाटतं आपल्याकडे सुद्धा सर्व पक्षांनी त्यांनी केलेलं आवाहन नाही पण निदान मी केलेली विनंती मानायला काय हरकत नाहीये. जीवाशी खेळ नको, कृपा करून याच्यात राजकारण आणू नका.
Let's not drag politics into this fight. This is a fight for life. We should not politicize this.
एका महिन्यात जवळपास 60,000 मृत्यू झालेले आहेत. मृत्यूदर दुपटीने वाढला आहे. बेरोजगारीची म्हणजे मृत्यू पण होत आहेत आणि बेरोजगारीची पण समस्या वाढते. फार विचित्र परिस्थिती ब्राझीलमध्ये. रशियामध्ये पण लस आलेली आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये ते थोडं लस आणि त्या लसीकरणामध्ये ते पुढे आहेत. फ्रान्समध्ये परिस्थिती नाजूक आहे.
The situation is still fragile in a number of places in Brazil, in Russia, in France.
आणि ह्या लॉकडाऊनच्या मध्ये केवळ जीवनावश्यक वस्तूंची दुकाने उघडण्यास परवानगी दिलेली आहे. कार्यालयातील लोकांना फक्त घरून काम करावे लागेल. पुढील 3 आठवड्यांसाठी शाळा पूर्णपणे बंद ठेवण्यात येतील.
Giving some examples of how the various restrictions are, various curbs in other countries that are in place.
सोडणार नाही. हे मी तुम्हाला नाही सांगितलं, हे फ्रान्स मधलं वातावरण तुम्हाला सांगतो. नाही तर तुम्हाला वाटेल मी आत्ताच काहीतरी लॉकडाऊन जाहीर केलं.
Giving an example of France to talk about the number of curbs and measures that are in place during this new wave.
डेन्मार्कमध्ये तसंच आहे. ग्रीसमध्ये हळूहळू निर्बंध हटवायला सुरुवात झालेली आहे. बेल्जियमने परत एकदा महिन्याभराचा कडक लॉकडाऊन लावला आहे.
The Chief Minister giving a number of examples of European nations, including Denmark, Greece, France, to highlight the curbs that are in place in these countries.
मनिला व आसपास परत एक आठवड्याचा कडक लॉकडाऊन लावला आहे. केनियामध्ये सुद्धा देशभर कडक निर्बंध लावलेले आहेत. UK मध्ये सुद्धा आता हळूवार त्यांनी 2-2.5 महिन्याचा लॉकडाऊन केल्यानंतर हळूवार निर्बंध शिथिल करतायत. जसं आपण हळूवार शिथिल केले तसंच UK तिकडे तर 2.5-3 महिन्याचा अत्यंत कडक लॉकडाऊन होता आणि आता हळूवार ते निर्बंध शिथिल करतायत.
The United Kingdom had a very strict lockdown in place. It's only now that they've started easing some of the restrictions.
मला माहिती आहे की लॉकडाऊन हा खूप घातक आहे.
I understand that lockdown is very scary.
कात्रीत मी मागाशी म्हटलं की एका कात्रीत आपण सापडले. एका बाजूला अर्थचक्र आहे. अर्थचक्र चालवायचं तर अनर्थ ओढवतोय.
On one hand,
अनर्थ
there is
थांबवायचा तर अर्थचक्र बंद पडतंय.
the balancing between economic loss and human loss is the big challenge.
जी काही मतं हे तज्ञ ह्या क्षेत्रातले आहेत नाही आहेत, मी त्यांची नावं नाही घेत, पण त्यांनी त्यांची मतं मांडलेली आहेत. सर्वसामान्यांना त्रास होईल अशी लॉकडाऊनची भूमिका, मी पक्षाचं नाव घेत नाही कारण मला राजकारण आणायचं नाही.
I don't want to drag in politics into this, but some political parties have said that the economic losses of a lockdown
महाराष्ट्रामध्ये कोरोनाचं नाटक पुन्हा सुरू झालेलं आहे.
is going to be huge.
लॉकडाऊन हा पर्याय नाही. आम्ही लॉकडाऊनला जोरदार विरोध करू.
And we are going to oppose the lockdown. The Chief Minister presumably referring to the BJP, although he has not named any political party, saying that there are some parties who are extremely and vehemently opposed to the lockdown, saying that they will protest if a lockdown is imposed.
आधी रोजगाराचे पैसे 5,000 रुपये का काय ते थेट खात्यात जमा करा. एका उद्योगपतीने सांगितले की लॉकडाऊन लावण्याच्या ऐवजी आरोग्य सुविधा वाढवा. आता आरोग्य सुविधा मी तुम्हाला सांगितली काय परिस्थिती आहे. गेल्या वर्षभरात आपण एवढी आरोग्य सुविधा वाढवली, अजूनही वाढवतो आहे. पण मुद्दा असा येतो की हे जे काही आपल्याला सल्ले देत आहेत त्यांना मी सांगू इच्छितो हात जोडून, उद्योगपतींना सांगतो, म्हणजे त्या ज्यांनी सांगितले सगळ्या उद्योगपतींबद्दल नाही, की आरोग्य व्यवस्था वाढवतो मी, मला किमान 50 डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेस, आरोग्य कर्मचारी यांचा महाराष्ट्रभर पुरवठा होईल अशी काहीतरी सोय करा. कारण नुसतं फर्निचरचं दुकान म्हणजे आरोग्य सुविधा नाहीयेत. त्याच्यामध्ये व्हेंटिलेटर आल्यानंतर व्हेंटिलेटर वापरणारे सुद्धा तज्ञ लागतात. ऑक्सिजन किती द्यायचा, किती प्रमाणात द्यायचा याच्यासाठी सुद्धा त्या विषयातलं
testing, while we've increased vaccination, while we've increased and all the measures that have been suggested, we've increased that. But where are we going to get medical health professionals from? We are told, we are constantly advised by some political parties. I don't want to name them. I don't want to drag politics into this. But whatever they're saying, increase the health infrastructure, we've done that. Increase testing, we've done that.
तर लॉकडाऊन होऊ नये म्हणून कोरोनाच्या विरुद्ध तुम्ही उतरा. या डॉक्टर्सना मदत करायला तुम्ही रस्त्यावरती उतरा. ज्या कुटुंबांमध्ये करते करविते ज्यांचा मृत्यू झालेला आहे त्या कुटुंबियांची जबाबदारी
घेण्यासाठी putting the infrastructure in place is not going to be the solution. We also need people who will operate that infrastructure, be it operating a hospital, be it the doctors or the nurses that are required for medical treatment, or just putting people there without, just putting furniture there without people does not work.
रस्त्यावरती उतरा, कारण आता आपल्याला ही लढाई
for power.